Welcome to The Twist. I'm Erika Grey. Today I'm going to talk about the European Union's democratic deficit and some dirty tricks that the European Union has pulled to totally bypass, squash, kill democracy. And I've talked about their killing democracy on this channel before, but now they're pulling dirty tricks, or the European movement is pulling dirty tricks so that the federalist agenda can completely go forward. So first, I'm going to just give you a little bit of an overview into why the EU has a democratic deficit. Basically, it's because there's too much power in the center, in the Commission. The power is not balanced by the other institutions, which are the Council and the Parliament. The Parliament has been gaining powers, but it's never been a real full-fledged Parliament. They have the most power now, but essentially it's too much power in the Commission, not enough balance of powers. And then you add the fact that the leading officials are not elected by the people. It's an election, but it's an election that's kind of like a third-party election. There's this democratic deficit, but now they're resorting to dirty tricks. So let me tell you some dirty tricks. One of the first dirty tricks took place when Guy Verhofstadt within the Parliament put forward treaty revisions just last year. And the Conservatives put in 6 proposals, and not one of the Conservatives' proposals, not one was adopted from the ECR group. Even though the ECR group has a decent size constituency within the Parliament, was not adopted. So that's one way. The second way was when the cordon sanitaire, this vote, this strange vote in the Parliament, kept Viktor Orban's Patriots of Europe from getting any major seats within the Parliament. So Jordan Bardella, who is the president of the Patriots for Europe, cannot hold any seats because of this cordon sanitaire. Now, I can go into that in this video, but I'm not going to. I'm just giving you the recap because, frankly, the details may bore you. If not, let me know in the comments and I'll talk about the cordon sanitaire in detail. But that's another dirty trick that was voted so that the Conservatives, which actually hold a good amount of seats, you have the Patriots that are in 3rd place, the ECR group that's 4th, but yet with such a large conservative grouping, they basically are getting cut at the knees through the cordon sanitaire and through their proposals not getting adopted, not a one in the next treaty. Now, they're also branded as extreme right, which they're not. They're not extreme right. They're not Nazi swastika-toting individuals at all. They just feel that the nation state should have more say within the union and that more decisions should be at the nation state level than at the European Brussels level. But the third dirty trick that I'm going to tell you about, and this is so dirty, it's so dirty, it's dirty, 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 was Ursula von der Leyen. Well, when she came up with her body of commissioners, she picked about 5 from Renew Europe. Now, Renew Europe got demoted. And not only that, the French President Macron, this is his party. He's not even really popular anymore. He's the left wing gains, and then the right wing gains before the left wing gained in his snap election. In other words, he's not popular. And yet, Renew Europe, which is his political party, which is supposed to be more to the center left, but it's actually left, gained 5 leading vice presidency positions, commission portfolios, and that's major because that means that federalist European movement will continue to drive forward. Hungary, we see, basically is the dog catcher of Europe now. They do animal welfare. So Hungary was punished by giving the dog catcher and being the dog catcher of the European Union. So this was a very dirty trick on the part of Ursula von der Leyen, and I believe she gave the conservatives, the ECR group, like one position. This is 3 ways that democracy was totally squashed again. It's bad enough you have the democratic deficit and there's too much power in the center, which was always former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher's beef. That was her cry at the time, that it was bureaucratic centralism, a super state. Now, in addition to the institutional structure that is not democratic, the voting procedures, which are not totally democratic either, now there's dirty tricks that they pull and that they pull within themselves and deals they make to further squash democracy. So if you'd like more information on this, I can go into detail. Let me know in the comments. But that is essentially the gist of it. And I want you to stay tuned for more. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. And also you're going to want to catch me on the other end of some other work that I'm doing, whether it's the Hunt for the Antichrist that I'll be hosting, or some of my writings on how this relates to prophecy, because I'm going to let you know that this definitely does, especially when we're talking about a forming empire that lacks democracy and has all of these dirty tricks. So, till next time, stay tuned for more.
Get down.